Hello, it's late in the studio of Loving Awareness, and I have a t-shirt that's got to go because there's holes in it. So it's kind of like a Sex Pistols t-shirt. But I like these kind of quiet times because when I just finish doing stuff, I can kind of think about silly ideas to share with you. So the studio of Loving Awareness, we just pan around very quickly. There's my fuck off television. But do you know what? Would you like to see in my drawers? Or, forgive me, at least my drawer. My drawer, I want to be honest with you, I haven't really prepped for this at all. Stuff could pop out like skeletons in a cupboard. But I just thought you might like to see in my drawer. Zzz. So here we go. Now, you see all that shit there? I don't know if you can. Right? Nothing too madly personal there. Anyway, so I want you to see something personal, right? So this little guy here, not that personal, is me. Okay? I've actually got little military fatigues on because I was an army brat, and that dates from around 1966 or something. I was in Israel and all around the Middle East from, was it 65 to 66? I think something like that. So I was like 3 or 4 years old. So it's like a pass to get you through, like checkpoints and stuff. Whether it was the Jordanese or the Israeli Defense Forces, or indeed I remember Gaza. I actually remember it. And what became of Gaza. But anyway, this little guy actually had Gaza boots. I remember I got boots, yeah, in Gaza. Anyway, so there I am. Look at the little baby face on me. And what's it saying on my stats? It says, God, you're going to have to forgive me here. I really am such an old fella these days. Bear with. Yeah, so I'm, my height is 82 centimeters. Color of eyes, blue. Color of hair, fair. Identifying marks, nil. That was to change in Israel. Can I show you? It's a scar. My brother, who went on to be a freaking airline pilot, decided it was a good idea to put me on the back of a scooter. And even though I shouted my head off for him to stop, he wouldn't stop. And I split my skull up. I'm okay, though. But it was a little bit of a butcher's job. But I think our scars make us more interesting. I mean, for instance, that one. No, you can't see it. That's, well, I'm not going to be the guy who talks about his operations. Anyway, spanner in the works. So, probably for taking the stones out of horses' hooves. This, my late father, Colonel Manning, these are his dress medals. So, these are the ones, like, I don't know, there's United Nations in there and service medals. They're the kind of for your dress uniform. So if you're a big party or something like that, and I have to say, he'd look very well in uniform. The Colonel. Do you want to see the Colonel? Okay. This is the Colonel. Oh, that's Dad. That's Dad. He's far more handsome than me. And that's his camp commandant, because he was camp commandant of Camp Shamrock, I think it was, in Lebanon. This, by the way, is my George Michael Faith limited edition presentation, 1 of 50. So there you go now. You're in good company. Back to my drawers. Do you really want to know? I used to use a dictaphone. You can use your finger like everybody else. And I found these the other day. And they date from like the early 2000s when I was a rep. And I was very good at it. And I used to, well, I got to make sure this meeting happens at such and such a time. Click, click. So-and-so is pulling the frickin' wire now at the moment. So I'll get in there like a rocket, get that sorted out. Make sure that proposal is done. Make sure the delivery is on time. All this stuff. And it was all like... we all gather these things, which is like, yeah, it's like an adapter. So you get these free at like IT shows, which I used to do a lot of. Guess what I found? Do you remember those? My kids had these. I didn't even have one, but they were an amazing piece of technology. Was a nanopod. Now, speaking of taking the stones out of... Do you really want to know about this shit? Do you? You probably don't. You're going, this hasn't got very much to do with business. It has fucking everything to do with business. Because we accumulate a lot of shit in business. And I've accumulated a lot of shit. So, I only took the bloody molar off myself. So, I found these the other day. So they're like manicure things or nail things. Yeah. Stones out of horses' hooves, as I said. Anything else I have of interest to show you? Probably really, your eyes are glazing, aren't they? This is a big ruler. As it's like I use it to measure my dick, which is about the same size as that. No tittering in the cheap seats, or I don't need any freaking people whinging either. Oh, do you know what I found as well? You remember these? Old film. I'm nearly sure that's film I took in Austria. About 1995. I never got it developed. I was on a trip with Toshiba Computers. And it was Germany as well. It was Austria. We were skiing in a place called Sol in Austria. Aye. Before, all things military. This little thing here, right? Speaking of United Nations in the 60s, I was there just in the build-up to the 7-day war. Or 6-day war? 6-day war. And this is the lighter. My father used to smoke at the time. And this hasn't been... Will it still spark? I often ask myself that these days. Will I still spark? Anyway, it's got a United Nations crest on it. And I think I looked them up online a few years, and there were a few of them. This is a nozzle for the hose outside. If you look at any young boy, you will see something long and hard in his pocket. Of course, it's his torch. So I got this as well. That's for the incoming emergencies we're probably going to experience in the next few years. Oh, I have to show you this. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me. I'm the studious one beside the lady in lavender. Oh, hold on. And the girl with the lovely red hair. And the fella in the grey suit beside me. That's me sitting down with the dark suit. I only met him there recently at Tony O'Reilly after 40 years or something. We had a Xerox reunion. This is me and some of the Xerox gang. I'm very baby-faced in it. And one of these guys, I won't say who, is no longer with us. And he was like a father to me. He was a lovely, lovely gentleman. He could have sacked me on many occasions, and he never did because he was too nice to do it. Okay, a little behind that story. That was a quality, TQM, Total Quality Management. Some of the Xerox people will know what I'm talking about. And when that was taken, I had literally had a renaissance where I had been dying on my arse in sales, ready to be sacked. In fact, it was a matter of time. Driving to the Phoenix Park, waiting to be sacked. And then this wonderful guy who I mention all the time, Joe Nolan, took me under his wing and turned me around. And when that photo was taken, you couldn't stop me. In fact, I remember being at that course going, this was a course, and I was going, you're wasting my time. I could be out in the field selling equipment. You're bored, aren't you? Good night.